It's just tragic. I mean, it's horrible. But, I'm around DHR enough, and I hate to tell you this, but that happens so much more than you think it does.
State Representative Chris Pringle is not surprised it took 2 years for authorities to arrest Brian Thompson in Grand Bay after receiving the cyber tip he was allegedly uploading child porn. Both he and Assistant District Attorney Nikki Patterson say the Alabama law enforcement agency did everything right. It just doesn't have the personnel to deal with forensic backlogs.
We talk about it every session, all session. I mean, this goes back for years. I mean, like I said, we've laid off 6,000 state employees, and that includes, state troopers, investigators, and people work at DHR. The courts are in terrible shape.
Representative Pringle says it's affecting almost every agency, and he says there are a number of reasons why.
What's just killing us in the general fund is Medicaid. When I first, in 1994, it was 16% of the budget. It's now 36% of the budget. In 1967, we taxed 65% of our economy. We're now taxing 35% of our economy.
Authorities from Aaliyah's State Bureau of Investigations couldn't comment on why it took so long to make an arrest, since it's an active investigation involving a child.
Every investigation is different. We follow the investigative leads and the facts and the evidence where it takes us. In some cases, take a short amount of time. Some cases take a long amount of time. But the ultimate goal is to stop at nothing to protect a child, and that's the mission that we focus on.
Legislative officials say that out of the almost $2 billion general fund budget, only about $35 million was allocated for the State Bureau of Investigations. But it isn't known how much of that was given to the Special Victims Unit or forensics. Pringle says he's working on a bill that will change how state agencies are audited, something he believes might help prevent cases like this from happening again in the future.
I don't know how much money we're going to find, but we're going to send a clear message that every penny has to be accounted for.